Hi. Welcome to Binge Mother. I am your host, Gabby, and I am your television mother now. So every time I finish a season of a show, I am going to come on here and just give you the full breakdown on my thoughts, the characters, where I think the show's going, what I like about the show, what I dislike about the show. So yeah, you kind of get the gist. I watch TV shows a lot. There's still a lot of classics I haven't seen that I think would be a good opportunity for me to talk about later on. So, today I will be talking about season 2 of Pretty Little Liars Original Sin. Season came out a couple months ago. I was watching it episode by episode as it was coming out every week because subscription services love doing that now. They just love doing episode by episode, which okay, sure. I'm not too mad at it, but I don't love it. I'm more of a bigger fan of the part 1 and part 2, like how Netflix does sometimes. So yeah. I'm also a bigger fan of just dropping the whole thing. Like the bear. That might be my next episode, the bear. So stay tuned for that. My bear fans, I love the bear. Okay, I'm currently watching that one right now, and so we're just gonna dive right into it. This show, just a quick overview. It is a spinoff of the Pretty Little Liars show, and this one is a completely different vibe. It still has like the stalker elements, like it still has but has different characters. It has a little bit of lore. It's not set in like Rosewood, but it's set in like another Pennsylvania town, I'm pretty sure. And this one's definitely more like slasher vibe. Like if you're a fan of like the early 2000s, like 90s, like slasher, that's kind of what this emulates, but except it's current. So that with Gen Z humor, if you catch my drift. So we're just going to start going by each character, and if they pissed you off as much as they pissed me off, you're going to feel me. You're going to feel me on this. I also have there's a lot of people on this cast. I have a lot of beloved characters on the show. Like, well, the main 5 girls, obviously, but there's just a lot that we really need to talk about. And we're going to start off with these love interests. So, let me see what first love interest we have. Okay. I am going to start with Christian as Tabby's love interest. So, Christian, wow, I'm just like, my heart is just like crazy right now. I really like him and Tabby together. Can I say I'm very glad none of the love interests this season were like bad, like they weren't involved in like the A stuff at all, which is fucking great because we had like okay, I knew that Christian was innocent. Anyone who knows would know Christian was innocent. You know what? Because they wouldn't put Tabby in that situation twice. They wouldn't like fuck her over twice with someone she works with that she's like very close with, okay? Because I know her and Chip didn't have a romantic relationship, but he really liked her. She really liked him. So, and they just so happen to work together. So like I feel like they're close. I'm very glad they got to be managers together. They both like manage the theater now. And I think that's just beautiful. We'll get into why later. But I will say I was very sussed out with the whole like mask stuff. Like everyone's like, oh, like I didn't trust him anyways because like he'd be making those masks. And I can understand that to a point. Because I don't know why I'm not like... I feel like I am a creative person. Like with my hands, I can be pretty creative, but I just don't understand why making creepy masks is going to be like a thing, Like why is that your hobby? like that, oh, this guy just so happens to have this hobby. Like, there's no way this is his hobby. Like, you know, like, I know he likes movies and stuff, but like, I don't know. And then for you to make a mask, like an Archie, he made an Archie mask, which was A from last season. That was last season's A. Why would you do that? Like, actually, why would you do that? That's what I thought was a little sus, because it's like, you say you like Tabby and all this, and like, I know you're interested in the lore and stuff, but like, I feel like you could have just cut it out. Like, maybe he started making the mask beforehand. Throw it away. Throw it away. You start getting involved with Tabby, throw it away. Throw that shit away, because there's no reason for you to have been doing that. So, I don't know. That's just me. That was just some weirdo shit there. But apart from that, apart from this really one weird thing he does, great guy. Great guy. And I like him for Tabby. So that was really cute. Next, we have Henry, which was Farron's ex. So, okay, if we're going to talk about Henry, we're going to have to talk about, what's his face? Greg. So, Henry and Greg, because Farron had technically 2 love interests this season. So we're going to, Henry into Greg. Henry, I have nothing much to say besides, ew. Yuck. I'm very disappointed. The shit you pulled at Hell House was disgusting. And for y'all to like have rehearsed that shit and then play it out. I loved when Farron went off on Henry. She was like, you did ballet. Like, you literally dance ballet, and you're trying to portray like some homoerotic dude that's like going to hell. Like, there's no way you're actually believing this about yourself. Like, you do ballet. Not saying that ballet is gay. Men who do ballet are not gay, because a lot of them are straight. And honestly, like, because your sexuality shouldn't matter just because you're doing like ballet. But it's like, if you're gonna start saying that gay people should go to hell, then I'm gonna bring up the fact that your ass is twirling on little pink point shoes. Like, come on now, bro. Like, do better. Because also, like, I mean, there are men who are in dance and they do ballet. So for them, it is a safe space for them. And for him to just be in that space, then turn around and do that, yeah. Farron was in her right. She went the fuck off, and she deserved to. And Henry, boo, I hate you. And that whole cult you're in, you need to give it a rest. So that goes for Greg, which was next to Henry in Hell House when he was doing that. Granted, okay, I tried giving Greg benefit of the doubt, because he did go up to Mallory and say, hey, I don't think we should do this, like, whatever. And she was like, oh, Greg, what do you mean? I'm sorry, I love Mallory. I love Mallory. She's so unhinged. It's like, Greg, what do you mean? Like, we've been practicing for this, so you're gonna have to sit the fuck down and do it. You can't just come to me last minute and just like bail, which, like, honestly, Henry could have done it himself and he would have been fine, because, like, you know, Greg still, like, I feel like he didn't have a backbone in the beginning. He definitely just wanted to, like, just impress his bros and do what other people want him to do. And that's gross. And I hated him for it. I hated him so much for it, because in that moment he could have been like, no, Mallory, I'm not doing this. He could have went up to the pastor too and been like, hey, I'm not doing this. Bye. And he literally could have just left. Irish goodbye yourself out of that situation. Who cares? Like, I felt like you recognized it was bad, but you still went through it. You know, you still went through with it. You still harmed people because people still had to see you in that position. So, Greg, fuck you for that. Farron. So also, I just hate Greg also because, like, obviously from the beginning, he was such a dick to Farron. Like, from the second she stepped foot in this team, like, he just felt so intimidated. And it's like, Like, I feel like he would feel intimidated if it was another guy that was like beating his records and like coming in and like doing good at swimming and all that shit. I feel like he would still feel intimidated, but he wouldn't go as far as to like sabotage the position if Farron wasn't a woman. And that's what I hate about him, is that little just like spat he fucking had, like just acting like a big baby. Like, bro, Greg, it's just fucking soccer. Greg, it's just fucking soccer. It's just swimming. It's just a lifeguard job. And also, like, you and the rest of your like the team slash employees that are there working at that pool for the summer, y'all are all just slacking off. Like, someone literally almost drowned on your watch, and Farron was the only one that caught it and saved it. Like, y'all aren't even taking your shit seriously. And I get it. Why would they take anything seriously? They're teenagers. Like, they're literally teenagers. So, like, you can like sit there and not take shit seriously. That's fine. But then you can't throw a pissy fit when like nobody wants you to be captain. So, yeah. I will say, as for redemption arc, I feel like we didn't give him enough redemption arc. I feel like it was just, oh, hey, Farron, like, did he ever even apologize to her? Don't quote me on this, because maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't even like, let's just go with the fact that he didn't. Maybe he didn't apologize to Farron. I will say, like, I love their chemistry. I love the, like, I hate you, like, I want to fucking kill you, you're gonna send me to the mental hospital, let's be together, you know. It's just like one of those things. I do love that trope when it's done right. When it's done right. But I feel like he didn't have enough of a redemption. I feel like he definitely just came up to Farron and was like, oh, I want to go to the pride party. Oh my God. Let's kiss. Like, that's literally it. Like, I'm going to be nice now. Like, you know, like, I need you to go on Apology World Tour. I need you to say fuck you to the to the people who are making you like portray homophobia. Like, literally, not even like online, not on TV, not on any sort of media, in person, like, that's crazy. And you agreed to it, you know, even though like you wanted to back out last minute, you still did it. It's like, oh, but I didn't want to do it, but you did it. You did it though. Like, so, do I feel like he deserves Farron? No. Am I happy for her? And I feel like if she's going to have a boyfriend, he's what she needs right now, because she outgrew, what the fuck is his name? Henry. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with him being her girl, as long as he doesn't get in her fucking way. And as long as she doesn't feel the need to lie to Henry. I mean, as long as she doesn't feel the need to lie, because I feel like she felt the need to lie to Henry because like her relationship with him was just so tied to dancing. And I'm pretty sure she felt like if I wasn't a dancer with Henry, then like we wouldn't have anything in common. So I feel like I'm glad she found someone that she has like more chemistry with, for sure. And I guess a little more in common. I don't know how much he knows about the A stuff now. I don't think he does. I feel like he's one of the only guys that like wasn't really like involved. So yeah, like in Pretty Little Liars fashion, like they never want to have like the couples like involved, but then like whenever they find out like later, then they're like, no, you're not doing this alone, like da 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 da. Whatever. Johnny, Imogen's love interest. First of all, Imogen, and we'll get on her later. Oh my God, because I just. Oh, Johnny. Okay. I feel like it was wrong of her to like judge him from the beginning. Just be like, oh, he's just like some player. Like, don't like, like going up to like some girl that he's trying to talk up and being like, oh, like he's just some player. Like, first of all, she probably doesn't care, and she probably knows, and she probably doesn't care because she's just trying to get her piece. You know, like it's not like. Not every girl is always trying to get like a serious relationship out of a guy. So you didn't know her intention. So for you, like, the fuck you bitch was kind of warranted. Oh my god, the secondhand embarrassment I got from Imogen this season, it's crazy, but I still, my heart. Anyway, the way, I'm not even talking about Johnny. Back to Johnny. Yeah, he was portrayed as like this player and stuff, and like, but like, we don't know. Just because someone is with different girls left and right, always has like a different interest, doesn't mean they're a player necessarily. I also, we don't know if he's like saying like, oh, I just want like a fling, I just don't really like want anything, I just like, I just want to get to know you as a friend, but we can like do stuff. You don't know what he's telling these women either. So yeah, so I try not to judge him straight off the bat. I really did think he was bad. I really didn't want him to be, and I'm so glad he's not. I'm so glad none of the love interests are like bad people, like, or involved with A at all. I really thought he was going to be there. I respected Johnny. The more I saw him, the more I respected him. He was so patient with Imogen, and I feel like from the beginning, he kind of like caught her drift. Like she's just jealous because she wants me. And I definitely got that vibe that he was thinking that about her. So, that was really cute. I really appreciate how like, the second she was like scared and called him, he immediately was just like, on my way. Like, oh, you're alone, you're scared, oh my god, on my way, no questions asked. Like, that was really sweet. And obviously we can't mention Johnny without the scene where Imogen like wanted to like cut her stepmother's like finger off, where she's like waving a knife at her. And then she's like, you probably think I'm like so insane. And like, honestly, a lot of people would think she was insane in that moment. But he was like, no, I think you're acting like as sane as you can be, despite all the things you have gone through. And his emotional maturity is really something that got me like, wow, okay, I'm glad. I'm glad she has someone like this. And I am so mad they fucked it up. Well, she fucked it up. But like, she, to no fault of her own, yes and no, like, just some girls are just getting a little crazy, and that's okay. Hopefully he can forgive her, because oh my god, he literally almost died. I don't know how Mallory knew to go save him in that fridge or in the freezer. I don't know who told her, and I don't know how that happened. Like, that was a plot hole that was definitely skipped over. Unless I missed something. If I missed something, please let me know. Please, please, please let me know. But I like him. I really do. Like, no notes. And that's crazy, because like, he's a man. He's a man in this show, so no notes. That's crazy. Speaking of no notes, Ash. This man is the best love interest I have seen in this entire franchise. Well, besides Caleb. I feel like he's on Caleb tier. And all the Pretty Little Liars universe, like whatever, he's up there. Like, I have Caleb and Maya, and they're up there. They're like S tier. Ash. In the Pretty Little Liars universe, Ash is up there with the rest of them. Johnny's a little bit below because I don't know him yet. I mean, I don't know him enough, whatever. But I love Ash so much. He is just the sweetest character, and he's such a good boyfriend to Mouse, and like, he worries about her, and like, he really wants to be involved. He is like Caleb. He reminds me of Caleb in that way, that he wants to be involved. He's like, he knows about all the A stuff. He knows about all that stuff. And I do wish, like, I know sometimes like they can't involve the boyfriends as much, because then like something will happen to them. And I know they don't want that. And if Ash dies, like, I don't know what I would do. I really thought a love interest was going to die this season. If it would have been Ash, I would have stopped watching. This video wouldn't exist. But I really do think that You know, in Pretty Little Liars fashion, the love interest is always either a villain or dies or makes it, you know? That one's just like really, really tough to tell with this bunch. Like, I really thought someone was gonna happen to someone. I did not want that though. Maybe next season there will be. I hope not, because it is very much like the Pretty Little Liars and like the Pretty Little Liars franchise and like these producers to like make us fall in love with like a character and just kill them off. But I also feel like no one who dies on Pretty Little Liars is actually dead a lot, unless we like see them die, you know? So as long as Ash is okay, that's all I care about. I really appreciated his whole rant on the Hell House stuff and gaining knowledge on Hell House, because not Hell House, or should I say Redemption House, because that's what it's called technically, and those are real things. I live in the South. Those are real things. I've never been to one, never heard of one. I also live in like a not that part of town. So but a lot of people do, and these things exist, and him like actually having this opinion on it that's like so real, and how harmful it is to the community, and how like he like, because it's like one of those things, because anyone could be like, oh, why are you so offended, like are you doing something wrong, like you know, like the LGBTQs are always offended by everything, and it's like, but you are literally setting this up to just spew hate. And that is something he recognized immediately and was able to clock it and was like, we got to do something about this. And I really appreciated that. And I love him and Mouse's relationship. I love him for Mouse. You know, he was in the first season also. So that's great. I also love this actor a lot, and he's also Cuban and loves Lana Del Rey, and I am also Cuban and love Lana Del Rey, and him and Mouse are actually dating in real life. Jordan Gonzalez and Malia Piles, so cute. They're just the cutest things. I love when two hot people date, because it's like, yes, thank you, like, you got gorgeous woman, gorgeous man, date. And yeah, I absolutely love them on the show and outside. So big fans of Ash, and I feel like anyone can agree. If Ash has haters, like, that means I'm dead, because I would have hunted them down. Let's be for real. So yeah, I think that's it for the love interest. Next we're gonna talk about Dr. Sullivan. This is tough. First thing I will say, this bitch needs her license revoked. Well, actually, she died, so she should have gotten her license revoked. I would have reported her, because that is fucked up. You do not record, what's it called? You do not record sessions, and you do not exploit them for money. That is completely against the ethics of counseling and therapy and psychology. That is just terrible. I understand where she was coming from. I understand what she was trying to do, and I understand being in so much grief that you want to avenge your son, and you want to give out more experiences like that. And you know what? The damage is already done. So I guess if the book still gets published, even like without the consent of the girls and like having their stories in it, I mean, what are they gonna do? Like, sue you? You're dead. So I do remember, like, in the last scene, like, she was kind of just like, oh, these bitches, like, da da da, and I'm like, that's not what I like either. You can't just go around giving opinions on like your patients, you know, like, to a publisher that you are writing a story on them on, and they figured it out. Like, that's crazy that they figured it out. And I don't know, like, I really was happy with the girls being in therapy, but I really did not like this therapist, and it sucks because, like, I really liked her in the original Pretty Little Liars. Like, she was actually trying to help. Like, she was like guys, like, I know who this is. And at that point, she could have reported it, because when it comes to therapy, if someone is harming you, and like Mona was A at the time, Mona was seeing Dr. Sullivan as well as the girls, because she wanted to like chip the office, and like, you know, so she can like listen to all the conversations. So at that point, like, she was about to expose Mona, and she could have legally. And that is because, like, in psychology, in the world of therapy and stuff, if someone is planning on harming someone, like, genuinely, you are required to report it. And even though, like, she threatened your son or your daughter, I thought she had a daughter. I really thought, like, I thought she said, like, oh, like, they threatened my daughter, but I think it was son, because it ended up she had a son. I'm pretty sure they fact checked that. So I know that, like, they were threatening your daughter and stuff. Or sorry, I know they were threatening your son and stuff. But even after everything went down, you still could have reported it, and then she never did, you know, in the first season. So we would have figured out who A was way earlier on. So I just don't think this woman is really good at her job. And I felt like she was definitely exploiting her title. And like, you're just not in it for the right reasons. I also feel like her connection to Archie Waters and stuff, she shouldn't have been able to treat these girls in the first place, because there's just too much conflict of interest there. She could have met with them outside and been like, hey, I know about what you went through. I also went through this, and I need to tell you guys. But like, for her to also be their therapist is very inappropriate, and I don't agree with it at all. So this bitch should have had her license revoked, instead of murder. She didn't deserve to die, but it was still kind of fucked up how she was talking shit about them right up to her last moment. So bye, bitch. Like, that was crazy. Like, why would you say that? Like, I thought we were all cool. So I don't know why she did that. I don't know what else about her. I think that's all on her. That's all on Miss Sullivan. Damn, there's a lot of characters on this bitch. Hold on. There's so many characters. I'm not going to get into any of the moms. That was season 1. And we only really had one mom on screen this time, which was Tabby's mom. Love her. She's a realtor. Farron's mom from last season. Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't like her. I don't like Farron's mom, but whatever. Let's see. I'm not going to talk about Chip either. I don't think we have the time. I don't think I have the energy to talk about Chip. Fuck Chip. Fuck Chip. Oh my God. I totally forgot about Noah's love interest. I totally forgot about Noah's love interest. Oh my God, I totally forgot about her love interest. There was 2 this season. So she was kind of Farroning it up. Farroning. She was Farroning it up with 2 people. And I'll talk about this when I get to Noah. But Sean, I don't think he punched that wall. And that sucks, because I want to believe it really bad. Actually, no. I take it back. I think he did punch that wall. Like, the only reason I don't think he punched... Actually, okay. I was going back and forth on whether he punched the wall or not, because I'm like, we didn't see it. And I'm like, maybe that's the point. Maybe we're like supposed to believe Jen, even though we hate her, that he did punch the wall. And I really do think he did. I always thought from the beginning he did. I was going back and forth on it a little bit, because on Reddit they were like, well, we didn't see him do it, and like, we don't like Jen, so we shouldn't believe her. And I'm like, but if this was a real life situation, if a bitch I didn't like was like, my boy, like, this guy came in, punched the wall, he was so angry, I'd be like, oh my God, why would he do that? You know, like, I'm gonna believe it, because what the fuck. Sean, I will say he was a nice guy. I trusted him a lot here and there. I didn't like him last season, but I liked him more this season, which was weird. I didn't like his whole steroids storyline, because he was getting like really aggressive and mean, and I'm like, yeah, no, you don't fuck with that shit. I don't like that. But there's also Jen, who isn't even on this. I looked at Pretty Little Liars original sing cast. Jen isn't even on here. Like, that's crazy. Like, by erasure at its core, it's always by erasure. Oh my god. Out of all the shows that would like portray bisexuals in a bad light, I did not think this would be one of them. But, I mean, people do things whether they're bisexual or not, but it's like, dude, like, come on. I don't know. I don't like Jen, and I dislike her more than Sean, and I hate to say that, but I like her now because I know she's cool. At first I didn't trust her at all, and like she kept like reverting Noah back to like her old ways, but also like Noah needs a fucking backbone, but okay. And I'll get into that when I talk about Noah. I can't wait to talk about Noah. She's also one of my favorites. But Jen, I don't know. Like, I'm glad that she, like, she wasn't bad. But, like, you didn't have to go, like, rob Sean's, like, house. Like, that's crazy. I mean, fuck his mom. Fuck his mom, though. Sean, you need a better mother. And like, I'm glad that that they're not portraying him to be like, but that's my mom, like, that's my mom. Like, I gotta listen to her. Like, no, he's like, no, that's not right. I can't believe she said that to you. She said that to you. Oh, I'm gonna go tell her off. Like, I do like that about Sean. So I do like him, bare minimum. He's doing the bare minimum. Damn. I still really feel like he should have like been told from the beginning like what was going on. So I did feel a little bad for him, which is crazy. The show's making me feel bad about some men. But I don't know. If I was Noah and I had to choose Sean and Jen, I would choose nobody because they're just okay. But I will say, like, I always liked her chemistry with Sean, and I liked how like alike they were and how they had like the same like determination for things. Like, they wanted to do stuff, they would do it. And I loved how he like always took care of her without her even needing to ask. And he's like, oh, you need somewhere to sleep? Like, your mom's in rehab, sleep with me. Come stay with me. Like, I'm homeless, come live with me. The fuck? You're not going through this alone. So I really appreciated that. But Jen, I don't know. Like, I don't know. She's kind of weird and okay. It's not that I dislike Jen. I really think I just dislike her haircut. And I don't know if that's like the actress's haircut or if it's like something that the show picked as like a choice. This girl likes girls. Let's give her this haircut. Like, why is this the haircut? Why is this the haircut? But it's fine. I also did feel like it was a little like odd how like she came back into town and like, she already knew Noah from juvie, and immediately she's like, okay, we're gonna be working together, and we're gonna like, and like, oh, now I don't have anywhere to live all of a sudden, and I see that your mom isn't even here, so can I like live with you? Like, I don't know. It just wasn't like it for me. So both of those love interests, like, boo, tank, boo, can't stand. It's like the whole Henry and Greg situation. It's like, oh, I'm dating someone, they're okay, but this one is like one level better. Like, you leveled up maybe like 1 point. Just 1 point. Like, So it's like, was it even worth it? I don't know. Next, we have. Who the hell is this? Who the hell is Tyler? Wait, can someone tell me who Tyler is? Someone tell me who Tyler is. Who the fuck? Uh, who the fuck is he on the show? Oh, we're just gonna skip him. We're just gonna skip him. Okay, all these white men are morphing into one for me, like, cause Tyler, Greg, Henry, and Wes all look like the same person. And Chip. You could like line them up and I'll be like, I don't know who is who. And I watched this show. Like, I watched this show. So, well, so hopefully it's no one important. Next is Wes. And with Wes, we obviously have to talk about Chip's mom because they were the killer this season. They were Bloody Rose. Next, so because I like what really is there to say? Like, I understand Chip's mom wanting revenge, like that's for sure, and I understand Wes wanting revenge. I just didn't think he was this fucking nuts. Same as this other bitch. Like, I didn't think y'all were this fucking nuts. Like y'all have to be bored. Like, I understand Chip's mom being like just crazy because like she's mourning and she's in what's it called whenever you like she's in mourning, she's grieving like her son, and she won't accept that he was a piece of shit, which I also don't understand. Like, he was just a piece of shit. Like, you can still grieve him, but you can still accept he was a piece of shit. You don't have to fucking turn into this fuck ass character and then just like drag around a knife and go on killing everybody in town and like tormenting these teenage girls. Like, you're a loser. Like, Chip's mom, you're a loser. And a bigger loser than you is fucking Wes. That's crazy. Wes, I can't believe this, like, him being the killer stemmed from just being jealous of a woman. Like, you know how nuts you sound? You know how gross you sound? Like, this isn't like, that isn't something to be fucking proud of, Cassie. Like, God, like, I just don't understand. So it's like, I'm not even gonna give it too much. I did see this tweet that was like, these are boring ass killers. And also that by the way, whoever fucking tweeted that, I saw that before I even got the chance to watch the episode, because the episode came out Thursday and I watch it on Fridays with my friend because we're adults with jobs. We're adults with jobs. So we want to watch it together. And Fridays was when we did that. But guess what? You tweeted that and then we both saw it and it both got ruined for us. And we were hopefully like, maybe we saw a different tweet. We didn't say what the tweet said to each other, but then whenever they revealed it, we were like, yeah, we knew that. And I'm like, like, first of all, boring ass killers. You didn't have to fucking, like, you could have fucking said that like a week later, you know? Like, it's not fucking fair. And it's like, I also had muted everything. The thing is, I also had muted everything on the show because I didn't want spoilers. Like, y'all made me so angry. So whoever fucking tweeted that, also I reported the fucking tweet. I reported the tweet. I reported the tweet. Did it get taken down? No, I don't think so. I think it did nothing. But like, bro, you just don't fucking do that. Like, so that whole thing got spoiled for me, but it was fine. And, you know, I have to agree. These are boring ass killers. Like, cause like, I really thought it was Wes, or I thought Christian had killed Wes, cause whenever he went missing, like, I really thought like Wes was dead. I thought like Christian had killed him. But no, they just red herring the fuck out of everybody. But like, God, he's so stupid. Wes is the stupidest fucking fuck. Like, he's really given like the Idaho murder killer, because like he's doing all this because he wants attention and because he's like he's not getting the attention he wants, because like the attention he wants is the attention that Tabby is getting, because she's actually putting work, and she's actually like, she actually loves film. Like you love it in a different way. So fuck you, fuck Wes, fuck Chip's mom. This whole Bloody Rose character was so stupid and tired. I'm sure the killer for next season is going to be more interesting. I'm really excited for that. But also it's like, did you even try? Like, even if the Wes, this was you trying to do your big one, what the fuck was that though? You know what I mean? Like, this was you doing your big one, and you just made a character named Bloody Rose. Bitch, what the fuck? What the fuck are you on? Like, hold on, I gotta turn this. Like, this is not the flex you fucking thought it was. Like, boring. Like, Wes, there's no way that this was the best you could do, which is crazy. Like, you did all you could do, and it was still mediocre. Like, sloppy, lazy, boring. Like, please. And Chip's mom, fuck you as well. I hate you. I hate her. One thing I hate is I hate some big ass bitch, some grown ass bitch being a fucking bully to fucking teenagers. They did nothing to your son. And also they didn't kill him. And they didn't smear his fucking name. Your son did what he fucking did, and you have to accept that. Because like, you could literally give Imogen's baby a paternity test, and you could dig up the fucking bones of your son to try to get his DNA, and guess what? It'll match. Fuck her. Stupid bitch. Up next are the survivors, the main victims and survivors of Bloody Rose, which is, we're going to start with Mallory. Mallory is one of my favorite characters because she is insane. I love a bitch that's insane. And is she insane in good ways? Absolutely not. What she did, Mallory, I'm never going to forget what the fuck she did in Redemption House, because I really liked her. I thought this season she was going to be part of all the girls. And I understand that like, she's in this church because like of her mom, and like her mom's also grieving, and they're like, we need to start going to church. And like, she probably thought this was also like going to be good for her. Like, they're grieving her sister and the dad, even though he was a terrible person. It's still like, now you have to like sit with everything that happened, you know, and everything that he put y'all through. So I get it. It's tough. And in those moments you want to look to God. But the second that your church, first of all, your pastor is wearing a short sleeve checkered shirt. Red flag. Girl, run. Like, what the fuck is that? And like I understand being a teenager, being easily manipulated into this, like thinking that like this whole like abstinence thing is like what you should do, and that's fine. If that's what you believe, Mallory, go ahead. You believe gay people will go to hell, you believe people that have sex before marriage are gonna go to hell, fine. You know, that's fucking fine. But you don't have to put up a redemption house and then be such an active part of it and be so proud of it without even noticing what's going on. Not 1 second when they were setting up or when they were practicing was she like, hey, I don't think this is right. And even after she saw the pastor making out with that lady, was that lady her mom? Was he making out with her mom? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Either way, he was like he was literally in the church, actively fucking and sucking in the church. And then she was like, ugh, hypocrites. And you still went on this Redemption House campaign saying, I hope to see you guys there. Like, what? And you still actively were a part of it, knowing these are the people that put it up. These are the people that are funding it. These are the people that are like starting it, and they're hypocrites, but you're still going to be a part of it. And it's like, you know damn well what Tabby and Imogen went through at that party, and your sister too. So for you to like co-sign this like party scene and be like, oh my God, yeah, I partied too hard and I'm being taken away. I deserve to go to hell. And this is what it's going to look like. Girl. And that's not even the worst of it. Like my heart already hurts talking about this. You portraying a sewer slide victim in the bed of Imogen's mother who committed sewer slide is the most sick in the head fucking thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. And I am so surprised that Imogen didn't just grab you by the brittle blonde hair you got and dragged you out the fucking house, down the fucking stairs, up to the fucking lawn and beat the fuck out of your ass. But honestly, no, Imogen did what she should have done. She came and instilled fear into you. And I like that. You know, I love a crazy bitch. It's like, oh, you're crazy? I am crazier. That's what Imogen said. And that's Mallory. That was the worst fucking thing you could have done. Like, I don't know how the girls are forgiving you for that. I don't know how the fuck, like, they can sit there at the pizza parlor and break bread with you. I would never forgive someone that fucking does that. Like, absolutely not. I would never do that to someone I fucking hated. I wouldn't do that to my worst fucking enemy. Like, and you just did that and be like, no, but look, it's a good message if you really think about. No. Like, who the fuck are you? Mallory, you're not God. Okay? And I'm glad you're kind of like finally coming into your senses, because I hope the same, like, next season. I hope next season she becomes part of the group too, because last season that's what I thought was going to happen, but no. And like, also I knew she wasn't dead. I knew she didn't die, because like if we don't see someone actively get fucking stabbed and fucking lie on the floor dead bleeding out, then they're not fucking dead. You know, like Mallory was just like in the pool suffocating. But like we didn't see Bloody Rose like stab her or anything. There was no blood. I knew she wasn't dead. Whatever, you know. And I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, fucking Mallory, bro. I really want to go back and watch the first season, because I really need to go back and see what the fuck was the deal with her and her twin. Her twin was an evil bitch. I'll tell you that. Like, I hate it. I hate when twins like pretend to be each other, and then like when one of them dies, it's like wait, but like, are you actually, you know, like like look at what y'all did this entire time. Stupid. Oh, Mallory, like, yeah, like same as what's his face. They didn't give her enough of a redemption. Definitely not, because I don't trust the bitch. And I do like her character a lot. And I do want to see her be a part of the group, but I needed more redemption, especially for a redemption house. Like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? I'm so mad about it. Just thinking about it. It's like the fact that you did that. You thought it through. You were at rehearsals rehearsing this, but also like what also another thing, like they rehearsed the whole like abstinence portion, but I didn't say that at Redemption House, so I don't know what that was for. Like that was a whole different arc in the beginning, and now it's just like it went from like abstinence and sex before marriage to like you know what else is wrong? Gay. Being gay and sewer slide and getting drunk at a party as a teenager. That is wrong, and you deserve to go to hell. And that's what hell's gonna look like if you keep doing it. So it's like, damn, how do we go from like abstinence, oh, like, you know, you should be abstinence, and then gay is bad. Like, I don't understand. So okay. All right. I mean, that's what I gotta put up with the producers. That's not. And I should have asked them that. I forgot to mention. I literally I saw the cast at a panel. It was Mallory, Imogen, Tabby, Farron. Noah wasn't there, and Mouse and Dr. Sullivan, and two of the producers / showrunners. I don't really know the difference. I'm not smart. I'm not smart. I just watch the shows, like, you know. And Oh my God, they're so like beautiful and amazing in person. Like literally exactly how they look on screen. Like they are meant, those are faces meant to be in Hollywood. Like actually, these girls are so gorgeous and wow. But yeah, I love Mallory Bechtel. She definitely has like a huge fan base. Like people love her and like I think she's awesome. I loved her character here. We need more redemption from her, please. And it sucks because like in the first season, like I like they did a good job of redeeming her just to knock her back down again. But I get it, I get it. She's going through a lot, whatever. Oh, I don't care. Like, like people go through a lot and they don't just turn to like shaming people who commit suicide or like or homophobia. Like, I'm grieving. That's why I'm homophobic. Like, that's wild. That's wild. What? You're proud of that, girl? So hopefully she'll do better. Hopefully she'll learn. She still has some growing up to do. Because I feel like everyone else is already there, all right. So next we're gonna start with Mouse. We're finally on the girls. Yes, I know. It took me a whole hour to get here, whatever. So we're gonna start with Mouse, played by Malia Piles. I love her. I love Mouse, especially this season. I like her more this season than I did last season, and that's mainly because like she's a badass now. They gave her a little badass arc, and the video she made pretending to be like Angela Waters was so smart and good. But like now I'm kind of mad because like obviously since Wes and Miss Langsbury, I kept calling her Chip's mom because I forgot her last name, Miss Langsbury, since they ended up being Bloody Rose, of course they're already gonna know who she is, because like I'm sure to them they thought that Bloody Rose was someone that they didn't know, and that someone was it was just some huge fan on Spooky Spaghetti. Spooky Spaghetti had me sick in the best ways. I thought it was so funny because it was always like Spooky Spaghetti this, Spooky Spaghetti that, and it was a big part of the season, and like she was the one that was obsessed with it. And like I do feel like she feels really guilty because she's like, I probably started all this because I started just like posting on Spooky Spaghetti, and now there's like this Bloody Rose character that was created because of me. And it's like, girl, no, don't blame yourself. Like people are crazy and they're gonna be crazy because they're crazy. The whole Spooky Spaghetti like forehead slicing thing, that was so weird. See, Wes and his little white boy Colt is just so like, I don't like it. This is not cute. This is not fun. This is not something to be proud of. You are insane. Like you need to go to therapy. Also, Mouse, like your moms couldn't have left you alone in the most worst possible time. Second of all, like I'm just so worried about Mouse still because like her grandma does not seem okay, and it's like her grandma's just like very like believing anybody, like also biggest thing, I'm mad Mouse didn't get her birthday party. That was the cutest birthday party I've ever seen. I love Olivia Newton-John. A Xanadu inspired roller skating party. She didn't even get to go. Yeah, her grandma, I don't think her grandma's right in the head. Like I feel like I don't know if like it's supposed to be like that, but like they never speak of it. Like, but I worry about her grandma, and she's the one that's supposed to be taking care of her, and like she just never like, she's just like, no grandma, don't do this, like no, like her grandma's not okay. Her grandma was also like that scene was probably the one that terrified me the most this season, when her grandma was also like watching these videos and like cutting her forehead because of this shit Wes is spewing on the fucking internet. White men should not be on the fucking internet. And it sucks. I'm still mad about Wes because he's cute. You shouldn't be acting like this. Like you're already good looking. You have something going for you. You're good looking. You're white. You have something going for you. You don't have to be insane. So yeah, but Mouse, I worry about her dearly. in the first season, I was just very scared for her because she was putting herself in these and I feel like this is still a pattern she's still doing. She puts herself in like dangerous situations knowing it's dangerous, and she just plays it off. It's like, it's not that big of a deal. And I'm like, girl. And like Ash is over here like, Mouse, like you're literally like one person is like, oh, this is where Rosewater lives, and immediately you just go. She was right though. It is where Rosewater lives. But yeah, no, I just worry about her. And like, why are her moms on a Disney cruise? And I understand they couldn't take her because she had to go to summer school. But like, damn, after everything. Also, you know, like, why is every gay person on this show bad? Like, you know, in this world, I think gay people are just bad because because like y'all are portraying homophobia. Well, yeah, all the gays around you are bad people. Your moms should not be going on this Disney cruise, especially after everything that happened to you. Like, yeah, it was a while ago. It was 6 months ago. It was 6 months ago that Archie Waters was like, you know, in like arrested because he killed like a whole bunch of people. He killed like Chip and like Mallory's dad and like the weird guy that was after Mouse, and like, and it's like anyone can be like, oh well, like you're safe, you know, like he's behind bars. Like Archie Waters is behind bars. That guy is dead. You're gonna be fine, you know, like you don't have anyone stalking you right now. Okay, that was 6 months ago. Like I would give it like 3 years before like I could even be away from like my children like that, especially for like a whole summer on a Disney cruise. Yeah, the parents, big fucking L this season. Big fucking L this season. Because where the fuck were y'all? Besides Tabby's mom, I know she's around, but like, also why'd you give the, okay, whatever. Besides Tabby's mom, but the fuck. But Mouse, like, you know, I do enjoy how like she is very ballsy, and it doesn't like seem like she is, because like, like Farron seems very ballsy because she's like confrontational and she'll be like, what the fuck, no, but Mouse will be like, oh, this scary location, okay, I just gotta go. And like she doesn't even like no questions about it. Like she's very curious, and I feel like that also like gets the best of her. But like I love her. I love Mouse down. Okay, I fucking love Mouse, and I love her relationship with Ash. So what else is not another to love? I'd say worry about your grandma just a wee bit more, just a little bit more, because I don't know. She doesn't seem right in the head. And call your moms. Tell them to come home. It's time. They need to come home. I don't care who's behind bars. I don't care who's dead. They need to come home. So next we have Farron. And I feel like Farron, like ever since last season, she was my favorite character. Like my number one favorite character. And I feel like she still is. I love her. She is beautiful, like holy fuck. And in person, like, also that girl is stunning. And I really liked her whole ballet arc, her whole story. I love her standing up to her mom. I love her being like, you know what, I don't have to do this. I love how she's showing that, like, yeah, like I got the clear to dance, you know, but like you know what? I'm kind of over it. I don't want to dance anymore. I don't want this to be a part of me. I want to see what else I can do, because I'm actually like multi-fucking talented, and I'm just a whole ass athlete. And I really appreciated that about her, because it's like a lot of people, you know, they can like do something their whole life and they feel like even after falling out of love with it, they still feel like if I don't do this one thing, I'm nobody, I'm nothing. And she is over here proving that like there's still more to you, you know, there's still more stuff that you can do. Like you are more than just like your hobby and your passion, and your passions can change, and that's okay. And your creativity can spark elsewhere, and that is okay. And you can outgrow people because you were so tied to this identity that like you forgot who you were. That is okay. So I fucking love how they portrayed this character so much. I love Farron. I love how much she's a badass this season. Her being like, oh, I can't wait for Bloody Rose to come after me. I'm fucking ready. Like, you know, like, and the second she got the call, she was like, hello. She was like, oh, this is Bloody Rose. She's like, when and where, bitch, let's go. Like, she was ready. She was like, I'm the most fit I've ever been. Like, whatever the challenge they made her do, like carrying that big ass fucking thing, and she was able to, but then she couldn't fight. I felt so bad for her, but like, she still conquered. I like all the girls did really good in like their own like challenges. They were able to survive, but like for her to like sit there while Bloody Rose is literally watching her, literally just watching her, and coming out of the woodworks with a fucking knife. Also, still, like, I still feel like she could have taken her. I still feel like you could have taken Mrs. fucking Langsbury. You could have taken that bitch. Fuck her. Beat her fucking ass. And, like, it sucks. It sucks not knowing that that was Bloody Rose, because, like, any other time, like, I feel like if Farron would have known that, even, like, before that, she would have immediately went and beat her ass. I love Farron. She's just the best, dude. She's an amazing character. No notes. No notes. Get better love interest. Actually, never mind. I do have a note. Do better. Greg is not. But, you know, I guess people can change. You know, Greg is probably like, you know what? I met this super awesome girl and I was intimidated by her and I put her down and I sabotaged her. But you know what? She makes me want to be a better person. So I just am going to be. And I can appreciate that if that's what he's doing. But I don't know. I still need more redemption from him. So love Farron though. I just love her so much. Our next character is Noah. I really don't want to talk about Noah, but like I really do. She's another one of my favorites. I feel like they are both up there. She's doing a lot this season. She's doing a lot. She's making bad choices, but like, you know, like they are very teenage girl choices. Like, I don't know, but it's I still don't support it. I don't support the cheating. I also don't support her stealing like Jen's dad's like Rolex, because girl, you have come so far and like you see the lifestyle your mom is in, you know, like you need to learn from your mistakes. Like you've been to juvie, you know, like do you want to go back? It seems like you're acting like you want to go back. She really needs some tough love this season, and I'm embarrassed by her behavior. I would like to apologize on her part from the bisexual community. Because, girl, what the hell are you doing? Like, Jen isn't all that, you know? I could understand if, like, Jen was, like, a better person and you went about it the right way, then I would support it. But I'm like, you know what? Like, if you don't want to be with Sean, like, and you don't like him, that's fine. But you don't have to, like, cheat on him. You know what I mean? You don't have to cheat on him. Like, and also, like, he's not, like, the worst choice. Like, out of all the love interests, he's, like, number 3, you know? Like, Ash, Johnny, then Sean, actually. Like, I'm not mad. Jen is down there. I don't like Jen. I just don't like her because I don't like her hair. And, yeah, that's a petty reason to not like someone, but yes. I do not like her hair. I don't like that we always do this to bisexual people in media. Like, oh my God. If I feel like if the producers wanted her to have a relationship with a woman, they could have done it in a better way without painting her in like this terrible light and like going with all the stereotypes, like going really into that stereotype. Because at the end of the day, that's what it is, a stereotype. Cheaters are going to cheat no matter what, but like just because she's bisexual, she's a cheater. Like, what about everybody else? Everybody else could have cheated. Farron could have had the choice to cheat, and she didn't. Like, she literally broke up with Henry, then kissed Greg. Why don't we give her the cheating arc? Why? I mean, like, okay, I'm not even that pressed about it, but the thing is, like, I have nothing else to say about Noah because y'all made this her entire storyline, basically. That was her entire thing. Her mom's still in rehab. She is living alone. And then Jen is back in town. And she's cheating on, and she's like conflicted about her feelings the whole time. That's all y'all gave her. And then her challenge, I feel like, was the least difficult. I don't know. Or like the least scary. Like, I'd be like, this is my challenge. Okay, cool. Like, Mouse was literally locked in like a burning building. Mouse was locked in a burning building. Farron had to fucking hold this thing over her head while this bitch was about to murder her with a knife. And she couldn't even like fight. She couldn't even defend herself. You were chased by a dog. So I feel like that's also like pretty, that is pretty hard. But like, all you had to do was run barefoot across like millions of thorns. And like, this poor girl, I do feel bad for Noah, because I feel like besides the girl, she has nobody. She has no other support system. I do like that Jen is coming around and being like, wait, this is what's going on. Holy fuck, that's kind of fucked up. Like, no, I want to help you. I want to be here for you. I really do appreciate that. However, like, fuck. Fuck. And I'm glad that like your girlfriend's living with you, so you don't have to be alone. But also like, I don't know about that whole relationship, because like, y'all live together, y'all work together. She's probably gonna go to school with you next semester. Oh my god, are you gonna have a second like without her? You're gonna get sick of her, or she's gonna get sick of you, or maybe not. Maybe that's not gonna happen. So I don't know, but they did my girl Noah dirty this season. I liked her a lot last season as well. But at the end of the day, you'll never make me hate Noah. These top 5, you can never make me hate. You can never make me hate him. And that's for damn sure. For damn sure. So, yeah, like, and that sucks, because like, I want to say more about Noah, but like, I can't, because y'all really didn't give me shit for her. Besides her love interest, that was her whole personality this whole season. Like last season, we had like issues with her mom and like her relationship and like how she was dealing with like Sean and all that. But like, that's all we got. And I feel like she's more than that. And I love her so much. So let's give her a little more. Give her a little more. Okay, up next we have Tabby. Oh, Tabitha. She's always getting like short end of the stick most of the time. And like so is Imogen. Oh, for sure. And we'll get to her. But Tabby definitely like gets fucked over so much. And it's like Wes doing all this and like kind of like blaming you. It's like, I see all the attention you're getting, and like all the space is created for you, and like we don't have any spaces created for me because we needed to make space for people like you, like women of color, and like, you know, the straight white male is oppressed now. And it's like, girl, who the fuck said that, Wes? Who the fuck said that? And like, you just immediately putting her down at an opportunity she had, like, that just sucks. And that goes to show Tabby is a really good example of why you don't tell like people your plans, why you don't like tell people like good news until like it has happened, or it is like actually for sure 100% happening. Because she was like, I don't know, maybe like they looked at my film, they liked it, like they asked me to send in some few things, you know. It still wasn't like planted for sure, but like obviously you can tell Christian, like I feel like he's definitely trustworthy, and I like that she was able to still trust him. But I don't like that she was like manipulated into like thinking that it was Christian, and then like Bloody Rose and Wes got her, and the whole final girl moment was just so nasty. Like, that y'all are just jealous of her. Y'all are just jealous of her, and y'all are jealous of her and used her as like the fuel to your hatred and the shitty things you're fucking doing. Poor Tabby. Tabby just, I'm glad her and Christian are working out. I'm glad she has that one thing going for her, because she has not gone a break. She has not gone a break. Like, Chip, terrible person. Wes, terrible person. Everyone around her is a terrible person. I don't even know how the fuck she can even trust Christian at this point. But like, everyone she ends up trusting even a little bit, like, just fucks her over, especially Chip. Like, that whole Chip thing was just so fucked up. And like, and the whole time she didn't even know what had went down. Like, that is wild. That is wild. And like, to just have that see portrayed, and like, you know, that it's like someone that's like really close to you and not like just a stranger or predator at a party, was really good on the producer's part. But Tabby, I want the best for her. I love Tabby. She is so creative. I really wish she can be able to tell her story how it's meant to be told, and her, like, in her own way in the future, without Miss Langsbury fucking like sticking her fucking shit and everything. Like, fuck you, bitch. I can't stand that bitch. And it's like, now that you look back at it, it's like, yeah, of course it's Miss Langsbury. Like, Tabby's the final girl. Her biggest beef is with Tabby, obviously, because she made that movie. And guess what? It was good. And I want to see it. I want to see it. Release a version of like the film, please. I would like to see it. And I know she feels like a little bad about like entering that one movie, because like she thought about it like with Chip, and it's like, it sucks that like you can't even think about your own creative endeavors without like having it be tainted by this stupid fucking little boy who literally fucked you over so hard that like, wow. I'm just really sad for her, but I am happy for her now. Her being manager at the cinema, which is great. Why is that cinema always empty? Like, what are you managing? Like, I feel like it's one of those cinemas, like, do they only show like one movie at a time? You know, because like it would make sense if only like that many people were working there. You know, because I feel like, because I worked at a movie theater when I was younger. It was my first job, and it has like, what, 24 screens? Like, yeah, like it's huge. It has 24 screens. So there's like many employees. I want to say like 60 plus, like, and working all at once too. Like, cause I'm like, who's ushering these movie theaters? Like, y'all, but y'all are also doing concession. So how are y'all doing? Like, you know, like, I was actually going into the mechanics of it, because I didn't know, I didn't understand. But yeah, maybe it's one of those. They have like one screen or two. I feel like two people can handle like two screens if one of them takes over concession. But it's like, damn. But like, you can't show like a big movie there. Like, imagine you show Star Wars, you're gonna be swamped. You won't have enough employees. So yeah, Tabby, that's my managerial advice for you. Figure it out, or like, don't show like big movies like that or something, because you're gonna get swamped, honey. But I really do hope like she actually does become successful with this shit, because this is her life, and that is her passion. She cares about nothing more. And like, I love how she's showing us like, stop fucking with these little film boys, like they're gonna fuck you over. Well, there's one good one, you know, like Christian, and I'm like, that's so funny. So good for her. Love Tabby. Okay, so lastly, now I gotta finish my drink for this one. We're gonna talk about Miss Imogen Adams. I want her to be happy, at least just for 1 second. I'm so mad her and Johnny didn't work out, because I feel like that's the only thing she had. Like, well, obviously she has her friends. I feel like at the end of the day, they have such a amazing, solid group of friends, and I feel like, what more could you need, you know? But I feel like she does deserve like a good love interest, at least. Well, right now I think she does need to focus on herself, and hopefully in the future, you know, he can forgive her. It would take a lot for me to forgive. Like, I don't even think I could forgive someone for doing that to me. Like, if my boyfriend had a psychotic break and he like thought I was trying to kill him, and he like knocked me out and locked me in a freezer. And we've been dating 4 years, by the way. I could not be able to forgive him. So this girl that like you barely knew, but not barely knew, like I feel like they've been dating like almost the whole summer, or like at least a couple weeks, but like you know a lot about her. I feel like he also definitely recognizes that she's going through a lot, and like I said, he's very emotionally intelligent, for especially for someone his age. The bar is in hell. The bar is in hell. It's crazy because he's like, what? I don't think you're crazy. You're just going through a lot. The bar is in hell. But like this girl has had to give up her baby, and like she just like kept wanting to see her baby. Like that was so sad to me, because it's like she doesn't even have her mom, like this is the only family she has, is that baby. Like they don't, like, yeah, she has like her chosen family, like her friends and Tabby's mom, but like her dad fucking sucks, and her dad is like remarrying some bitch who, like, also the ring thing, the stepmom like being like, that was my mom's ring. Girl, why the fuck are you wearing her mom's ring? Like I feel like okay, if someone proposed to me with a ring and we're like, will you marry me, and it turns out that was the ring of like my dead ex, I'm not accepting that shit. No. You want me to get me a new fucking ring? That's fucked up. Because that's fucked up. Because I'd be like, yeah, how would like your daughter feel? I would bring that up, So her dad is fucking selfish, and he deserves that little bitch he's fucking marrying too, because she couldn't even recognize that she did anything wrong. She's like, Imogen, I know you're like really upset right now, but it's no, girl, that's my mom's ring. That's my mom's ring. And like, it's been like what, a year since she passed. Like that's nothing. That's like, that's like a day in grieving time. That's a day of healing and grieving time. Maybe let's give it an hour. Like that's not how it works. She can't just get over it. So like for her to like go off on her like that and be like, I'm gonna cut it off your fucking finger, I'd be like, like, or okay, let's say she didn't even know that was, I'd be like, this is your ex's ring. You gave me your ex's ring. Imogen, here you go. I am so sorry. Your dad is actually a piece of shit, and I'm leaving him. And it was so nice to meet you. Love you. Please keep the ring. I don't want it. Because why would I do? Why? Sir, just buy me a new fucking ring. You work at the quarry. Make one. Can't afford one, make one. Start welding. Come on, pick up a hobby. God, why are you recycling a fucking ring? Like, no. Imogen deserves to have that ring because that's her mom's ring. That's not a ring you re-gift to someone that you want to marry. So her dad was so wrong for that. Was she wrong for like waving a knife at her and like threatening to cut her finger? Yes, she was wrong. But like, can you blame her though? You're also acting like, no, Imogen, calm down, sweetie. No, don't fucking gaslight me. Don't fucking gaslight me into thinking I'm crazy here, because I'm not. Imogen had every right to be upset about that. And she has every right to be upset about a lot of things, actually. Like, I see why she thought Dr. Sullivan was Bloody Rose, like, for sure. Like, I thought it for a while. And I'm like, no, there's no way that like they wouldn't bring this character back just so she can be like a villain. Like, they're not gonna do that, and I'm glad they didn't, but like I'm still not glad she died either. R.I.P. Dr. Sull. But Imogen, like, I like how ballsy she did get this season. She's like, I think it's you. Gagged. Absolutely gagged me, because I was like, oh my god, okay, you're like, you're crazy. I love Imogen. I just feel so bad for her. Like, I just want her to be happy, and I know she will, but like, she doesn't deserve half the shit that's just happening to her. She's like, so much is happening to her, and for her to like still be able to wake up every day and just be like fine, that's crazy. Especially like, bro, like the mental abuse she has been getting, like, psychologically from Bloody Rose, especially this season, has been crazy. Her nightmares, I don't, her nightmares and her, like, hallucinations, I don't know if they're because of Dr. Sullivan's medication. I don't think Dr. Sullivan, she is not a good person, but she's not evil enough to give Imogen, like, medication that's gonna, like, fuck her up more, especially knowing what she went through with Archie and stuff. So I think, like, Imogen's, like, nightmares and hallucinations are just trauma, for sure, just trauma. So much trauma, and she needs a better therapist. Like, I hate that at the end they were just like, oh yeah, we decided to stop therapy. No, Imogen, the rest of you, fine, sure, maybe, whatever. I don't care if y'all stop therapy. Noah, I would also go back to therapy. Tabby, maybe you too. Mouse, actually, no, you guys need to do therapy individually, not with each other, because y'all have also gone through so much stuff individually. So Imogen, she definitely needed to stay in therapy. You don't have to, like, take, like, the medications if you don't want to, because I don't think she was going through, like, any, like, mental illnesses, you know, that, like, you know, because, like, it's not like she was depressed or anything. It's not like she was manic. It's not like she was having episodes. Her nightmares technically started after the medication, so I don't know if that did have anything to do with it, but it really didn't seem like it. I feel like it's just maybe a mix of everything, and maybe the fact that, like, in the back of your head you didn't trust your therapist. So I feel like that also has a lot to do with it. And then when she stopped taking her medication, like, the nightmares continued, and, you know, so it's like correlation. I feel like it's just correlation, coincidence. At the end of the day, it's all just trauma. Please, they need to stay in therapy so bad, or just find a different therapist. Everyone needs a different one. I don't want everyone to have the same therapist either. Like, everyone just get a therapist, please. Your parents are funding this. They're fine with funding it. That's the thing, you know, like, they're okay. Noah, I don't know who's paying for therapy for you, but I'm pretty sure one of your friends will, like y'all have money. Y'all have money. Even Imogen, who, like, you're living with Tabby, you have money, because her mom is willing to pay for anything for Imogen. Her mom is a down ass bitch. Tabby's mom, down ass bitch. She took Imogen in. She was like, damn, well, I have to fund you, and I have to school you, and I have to room you and feed you also, and I have to do damage control for all the shit that A did, and I have to pay for your therapy as well, and I have to pay for everything for you because the tragedy that went on in your family, and your dad is a piece of shit who won't step the fuck up. So Tabby's mom is a real one. Imogen, my baby, I am so sorry for everything that happened to you. I really hope she gets a fucking break next season. At least something. Can she at least have Johnny back? Can she at least have a man? You know, like, oh, she worked on herself enough. Can she at least have a man? And her sanity. Because, I mean, yeah, like, you know, you can't have this man while you don't have sanity, because you're going to hurt him. You're just going to hurt him or sabotage yourself. So maybe, I don't know, go back to therapy. All right, everyone. So that is the end of all my discourse on all the characters of the Pretty Little Liars Original Sin cast of season 2. I mean, the ones that were worth mentioning, like, you know, like Angela Waters, like, that's so season 1. Like, we're kind of over that. I'm excited for season 3. I don't know if it's fully confirmed yet, but it's definitely alluded to, and I know it has been shopped around, and I know this series, like, is doing very well, especially viewer wise. So I don't see why not, why they wouldn't do a season 3. Maybe they have confirmed it and I haven't even, like, looked back on it, because, like, I did block everything, all their stuff on social media, so I wouldn't get spoilers, and I got them anyway. So don't be like me. Don't get on Twitter. Don't get on Reddit until you watch, like, a finale. Because that was fucked up. And it was like some fan account. It wasn't even like a fan of the show. Actually, no, it was a fan account of the show that I followed. So I think that was also my fucking bad. Or maybe I didn't follow them, but an account I followed had retweeted it or something. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Follow this podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcasts is pretty much everywhere. Subscribe on YouTube. I also have another podcast called Please Silence Your Cell Phones. That can be found also anywhere, where me and my boyfriend talk about movies and TV shows. He's the movie guy. I'm the TV show girl. Like I said, I'm the binge mother, and I'm your television mother, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.